good, camera at home. That was our saving grace right there. TA Travel Center. Hey guys, we are at the Wichita Falls RV Park and it's hot, it's over 100. But anyway, we're here just for one night and then we're off. So I'll give you a little view of this place. And it doesn't look bad. This is a nice little lake. People over there fishing. They have some nice swings. You know, it's the first time we've stayed at this park. Usually we stay at another one south of Wichita Falls. This one's in Wichita Falls. I think we'll stop here again. I like it better than the other one. The other one was called Coyote Ranch, but it got bought out, and I think it's one of those Yogi Bear parks now. So maybe they'll improve it. As you can see, Diesel is still with us. He's doing okay. He lays down a lot, of course, but he's doing okay. He's not too sure about these boards. No. He's gonna jump off that ledge. Crazy dog. And looky here, a bike path. Or I guess you could say a running path. That's a path that goes a long ways around Wichita Falls. I've done some of it before. And it's pretty nice. One of the nicest gestures you can do for us is subscribe. Subscribing will increase our subscribers and it'll give us more tools that we can use within our channel. If you want notifications, just click the bell, and if you don't want any, change it to none. Thanks a lot. I know I look a mess, so you're not going to see me very much, but here is some more of this Wichita Falls RV Park. Let's see the laundry. That looks nice. Good morning. We are still in Wichita Falls at the Wichita Falls RV Park, and I was showing you the entrance. These white horses, you can actually see from a distance. We can see them down the road. There's one on each side of the road. And there's Mark and Diesel. You have all these hydrants, and I guess it's a dog area. And there's D-Dog. He's still with us. Do you want to say anything to your fans? No, you're just going to rest.
Feet up on the dash and the calling open road. Road trip classics on the radio. With your hand tied in mine, there's no such thing as time. Now we can go anywhere you wanna go.
Guys, we are at a new rest stop off of 287 north of Memphis, Texas, and it looks like a nice one. And it's been in the hundreds in Arlington where we've been, and now it is 86 degrees and it feels great. I love it. We're on the right road to get some cool weather. There's a picnic area right there. The Donley Rest Area off 287 north of Memphis.
Ooh, there's no place we can go. Ooh, my home is when I'm alone with you. With you. Sunlight fades away and you fall into my arms. This life is
okay,
not
Miss Marlins, where are we going?
Down hard.
Alright.
If you follow me tonight, I'll walk with you for life, and we can go anywhere you wanna go. Ooh, there's no place we can't go. Ooh, my home is when I'm alone with you. With you. With you.
Travel stop on the right.
Surely it's in the back somewhere.
I hope it's right here at the front.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Autos and RV hookups right here.
Good morning. We are in Dalhart, Texas at a Love's. We spent the night here last night and there was a terrible storm that came through, but we made it. This is a brand new one, and it is not even on Google Map yet. It just shows a plot of earth when you look at it. But there's the RV spots right there in front, which was kind of unusual when we've seen Chris and Katrina, their channel, and I think Phil and Stacy or somebody else stayed at one, and the RV spot was, you know, off to the side or in the back, but this one's right in front, which kind of surprised us. But it turned out okay. I think there's six or eight spots, and you reserve. It was $35, and you do it on an app, and we'll hook up. So it worked great. We have this really little dog park, and he's still here. Hey, dog. We're going to stay at the KOA there one night, and then on our main destination, and we'll tell you about We got a corral for the pets, and look at this gorgeous day. Yep, my favorite word, gorgeous. Let's check this out. There comes the diesel dog. We are in Colorado. Oh, they sure did? They're gonna stay a while. We're in Colorado, right? Oh, I said it wrong. That's right. We're in New Mexico. Now that's a cooker.
You don't cook 2 hamburgers on that.
How long would it take to get it ready to cook? I bet he's a pretty good cook to have that. Could be. Sierra Grande Rest Area. That's where we are. It's like when we were here before, it was so hot and it was so windy. Hey! What is it? You think so? I like this rest stop. I like it, I like it, I like it. I like it a lot. Especially because it's a beautiful day. All right. Load them up. And like I've been saying though, we've stopped here before, but the weather wasn't like this. Oh, there's lots of parking down here. I thought that back there was it.
Turn left on US 64.
Well, this left right here. Last night. Truck stop, and not for fuel. Well, we got fuel, but we ended up staying overnight, so it wasn't what we were planning. And here's why.
We were driving up I-25. We were coming up to our stop for overnight. Gail had found us a KOA. It's just a quick overnight on the north side of Pueblo, headed north on I-25. And when we made the exit, I looked, and we were going to have to go under I-25, but under a little bitty, looking to us, bridge, a little tunnel, and it had a height of 13.3, which we're under that, but it didn't look very wide, maybe 10, 12 feet wide. I mean, which is, you know, it's big enough for you to get through, but I didn't really plan on having to make a sharper turn like that. And when we're with a 45-foot coach and then a 20-foot truck with a tow bar, you know, we're getting kind of long to make turns, sharp turns. So I just decided to go on, and Gail tried to find us spots all the way from Pueblo all the way up to Denver, because we didn't want to be up in the mountains at night driving on a road that we'd never been on before, up to Granby, where we are now.
Yeah. And one of the reasons that it was so hard to find something is because this was 4th of July weekend.
Yes.
And everything was booked. I called, they had no openings. So it made it kind of hard.
So what I would say to you is, just because you have a plan to do something, don't ever feel like you have to do it if you get there. If it doesn't look right to you, trust your gut instinct. Mm-hmm. It will serve you well, because even if they did refund our money on the campground, because we called and told them we just weren't going to go through that tunnel, and they refunded our money.
I think they had heard that before too from
and
people.
Also, I don't care what you do to your coach, your fifth wheel, your anything that's big, you're not going to fix anything on it for $53 or whatever dollars it was a night.
It's $50-something a night.
You won't fix anything on it for $53. So don't put yourself, don't pressure yourself to make something that's not a smart thing. So we ended up driving on up to Denver on the northwest side in Wheat Ridge to a TA and got gas. I think we had like 850 miles on it at that point. And we got gas, and I didn't want to go on up into the mountains, because I-70, since it's a holiday weekend, I-70 was just backed up all the way into Denver. And so we made a decision, which I don't do, but
we were desperate.
We couldn't find any place, and we stayed at the TA truck stop. And we parked over where some other trucks, Gail's going to put some pictures up. We were parked over where you'll see a red truck, and along a fence line. We thought, okay, there were about 4 other trucks there. Mm-hmm. So, laying in bed, I hear something I didn't like. I open the blind, and there sat the cab of the grill of this 18-wheeler, literally about this far from our windows. You know, and our windows are 7 feet up in the air to get to our windows, and it was just sitting right there. So I maybe looked like a crazy man standing there in my underwear, and I'm thinking, stop. And I put some pants on and shirt on, ran out there, and rightfully so, the gentleman couldn't make the turn. He could not make his turn. And I needed to either move or back up. And I don't know how many of you have motorhomes. It's hard to back a vehicle behind a motorhome. If you can keep it going perfectly straight, you can do it. Mm-hmm. So Gail got up, went out and watched me. I backed up about 8 to 10 feet straight, and she said, stop me, because it was starting to head off to one side, the truck was. Mm-hmm. But it gave the gentleman enough room to get out. And I kind of went against my rule there. Truckers don't like RVers in their truck stops. Mm-hmm. They don't mind you getting gas, but they don't want you taking up one of their spots for sleeping. And I don't blame them.
It's just not the ideal situation.
They have a tough job, and they're always trying to find places to sleep, and because they have rule limits, we don't as RVers, unless we impose them on ourselves. Yeah. So we will stay in a roadside park if we can find one that we can get into. but there were just none around.
We tried everything. I mean, there weren't any rest areas between where we were and going to. There weren't any RV places. I went to Harvest Host. There wasn't anything. Boondockers Welcome, Walmart's. Where else did I try? I think that's a bunch of places.
A bunch of places.
We even looked for an on-off and, easy on, easy off, one of those, what do you call them? Little easy on, easy off areas where we could stop on the shoulder, and there just wasn't anything.
And it was just because we got into a situation that I didn't like at the KOA. And when you see the pictures, maybe you can kind of look at the pictures Gail's going to put up, and you can see where people thought they were under 13 feet too, because it scraped up all the way through the tunnel, or even before they got in tunnel, they whacked the bridge.
Yeah.
So I just wasn't even going to put myself in the position even to mess with it. And then the lady said, well, if you just go up to the next exit and turn around and come back, cross over and do a U-turn, well, then I was going to have to make this real sharp 180-degree turn to get back up to it. But either way, I was still going to have to go through the tunnel the next day to go back under 25 to go north again. So I just chose not to do it. And that's how I do things. I try not to put myself in a position that can lead to damage. So,
Yeah.
And that's it. So now we're up in Granby, Colorado, setting at an elevation of 8,000 feet here. I think it's 79.85. Nice, cool mornings, and it's nice up here. So this point forth, that was the first time we'd stopped in a truck stop to spend the night in over 9 years. And it will be another 9 years before I try it again.
Hopefully.
And by the way, when the truck did get out after I backed up, I just literally pulled around over by the gas pumps and made a circle and pulled into his spot so I wouldn't have to worry about that the rest of the night.
Yeah.
So we slept, got going the next morning, and here we are. So
that's it for this week.
if you have any tips on doing that kind of stuff, though, let me know.
Yes.
And because I'm interested in if you guys spend the night in truck stops. And if you do, because I've talked to truckers, don't ever put out a slide or something. They will
no.
They will intentionally try to hit them just to cause you problems because it makes them mad. So
Yeah.
let us know how you would do it.
Bye.